All right, English 12 online class. Wow. Sorry. I worked out at school this morning and changed, so there's no faculty shower, so worse for wear, but at least I worked out. All right, I'm creating the last video for your class for the semester. I'm going to talk about Fahrenheit 451, but also the final exam. Your final exam is comprehensive, so it covers the whole entire semester. It's 100 questions, multiple choice. You need to come in person to take it, and that will be the last day of class for you guys is May 22nd, because the 23rd you're visiting your elementary schools, I guess. So you can come in any hour of the day. You just have to let me know when you're coming to my classroom, A105. And you can choose to either take the electronic version or a paper copy. It's up to you. Both of them are 100 questions, multiple choice. The paper copy, the in-person class, has a section of literary terms or figurative language terms, because I focused a lot on that during class. So those are things like metaphor, simile, personification. Yours doesn't have that. It just has the stuff from the stories. So units 1 and 2, Hamlet, and then Fahrenheit 451. And I put a list of the stuff on Brightspace. So again, that is Thursday of next week. You need to come in person, and you can either take a paper copy or do the electronic version, which will be open. Okay, so I put a summary of part 1 of Fahrenheit 451 out there, both mine and also a professor of English, and I'm going to put two of hers for part 2 and part 3 up as well to help you out. Okay, so part 1 was called The Hearth and the Salamander, about Guy Montag's home and work life. He has his existential crisis where he decides he's not happy. His wife overdoses. He's been stealing books, so he's just not sure of what to think. The second part's called The Sieve in the Sand, and a sieve is like a colander. Like you make mac and cheese, put the water and the noodles in the colander, and the noodles stay and the water goes through. That's the same thing as a sieve. So sand in a sieve just runs right through like water. And part 2 is called that because Montag tries to read the books he's been stealing to see what's in them. Like what is it in books that they're missing? And he doesn't know how to understand what he's reading because he has never been taught, like in an English class, like figurative language, like what a metaphor is or a simile. It just is nonsense to him. So he looks up a guy he met a long time ago named Professor Faber, and goes to see him. And the man agrees to help him after Montag shows him that he has one of the last copies of the Bible on Earth. Okay, and Faber tells him that, he laughs a little bit. He's like, it's not literally books themselves that's missing in society. He says it's 3 different things. First of all, it's quality of information. The stuff that we have in our lives in the book, really no quality. The second thing is time to sit and actually read or learn something. And then the third is to take action based on the reaction of the first 2. So that's what Faber says the 3 things are that are missing in society. And then Montag goes home, and Millie is having a party. Her friends, 2 girlfriends, are over. They're having martinis and who knows what else. And they're watching Mildred's favorite show, which is the White Clown Show. And that show is just a bunch of clowns chopping off each other's arms and legs. Woo! Sounds exciting. Lots of colors, and they're all just loving the walls, the parlor walls, enjoying themselves. And then Montag unplugs the TV, and the walls just go blank. And the ladies kind of freak out and get super nervous, kind of like when your phones have to be put away in class, for some of you. Anyway, he grabs a book and reads a poem called Dover Beach. It's a love poem. And one of Mildred's friends starts bawling. And we learn a lot about society from these ladies. They're really shallow. They vote for people based on how they look. They laugh about kids. Like one of them would never have kids. The other one has kids only because they look like her, and that she thinks that's really cool. One of the ladies has been married 3 times, and it's no big deal. Her husband's in a in the military, and she's like, if he gets killed, whatever, I'll just find somebody else. And so Montag gets really mad and actually yells at one of the ladies. At the end of part 2, he's in big trouble because people have turned him in for having books. And then part 3 is called Burning Bright. It's probably the most exciting part of the book. A mechanical hound's been called to track him down, and it's chasing him. He does some horrible things at the beginning of the part, which I don't want to, tell you right now. You should read it. And in the end of the book, he finds a guy named Granger, who is he is the leader of this hobo camp, but a smart literary hobo camp, people that have been ostracized or canceled in the city, and so they live outside of the city, which is a good thing for the end of the book because the war figures in. And so that's all I'm going to say for now. Please email me if you have any questions or pop in and I could help you. Your part 2 study guide, the 3rd part next week, and then the character tracking sheets are due. Again, final is next Thursday, a week from today. Please let me know when you're coming in. And good luck on all of your finals. Bye.